All right.
Hi.
What's up?
You want to tell them what we're doing?
We're gonna go shoot some stuff. Finally.
Finally.
Buddy's never shot a gun before, as previously said. So we're gonna drop Peyton off with my little sister, and we're gonna go out to the range and yeah.
And I'm nervous. Because I've never,
She thought about wearing flannel like me so she could fit in, but then she decided against it.
It's so blown out. My film and photography brain is hurting. But yeah, I decided against the flannel because it's a nice shirt and it looks good on me, but I can't like lift my arms above here because the way it's built. I figure, you know, arm movement's kind of important to shooting a gun.
So instead she dressed like Hermione.
I guess I did a little bit. Not that they can see it because it's blown out. Oh, wait. So way back here isn't as blown out. Maybe it's because, hold on. So, we're being super Wisconsin today because we got cheese curds and we're gonna go shoot things. So what are we shooting?
I think we're just gonna set up some clay targets. We'll bring a thrower along. Like we said before, we're gonna bring a 22 pistol and probably a break action single shot 410 shotgun. Just because. Well, here, if you want to show them the size comparison, that's a regular 12 gauge shell that's a 12 gauge shell. That's the 410 shell, so a little bit less kick.
It's cute. And look, they both have buttholes on them.
That's no.
They do. Okay, now put these somewhere where they're not gonna like explode.
That can explode.
You never know.
Well, they do explode if you throw them in a fire. To share some of my redneck past. Oh, should I share this? Is it illegal?
Probably not.
Well, too late now. When I was younger, my dad used to get a kick out of taking all our old shotgun shells because we used to have buckets and buckets of them. And when they get old, they get a little rusty and they keep jamming the gun. And you put them in there. So you take the old ones that you didn't really want to run through the guns anymore. And we had a 55-gallon drum that we used as a burn barrel out back. We lived in a farmhouse. We didn't actually own the farm. We just rented the farmhouse next to the barn. And he'd take a handful of 12-gauge shotgun shells and throw them in the burning fire and say, "All right, kids, run around the barn before these go off." And we'd run around the side of the barn and listen to them all explode. So... I don't know, maybe you should cut that out. That's probably highly illegal.
Probably. It wasn't even your land.
Yeah. Hey, as a 12-year-old, that was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, so I was playing helicopter, right?
Yeah, that was the most my dad did. I come from a family of 7 children, and we had this really big 15-passenger van, and it had...
We're being shushed.
Peyton's shushing us in the back.
I'm sorry, no Pater cam today because my phone's charging, so...
It debuted for one day and one day only. It had poor reviews.
Did not.
Just kidding. But anyway, so my father was in the military, and he was an airborne ranger, so spent a lot of time in Black Hawk helicopters.
Just trying to excuse this somehow.
And no, it's just explanation. So we're driving down the highway at 60 miles an hour, and Mom's in the passenger seat and Dad's driving. he says, "Hey kids, you want to know what it's like to be in a helicopter?" So he reaches back and unlatches both doors, and they slide back. So we're driving down the road in our van with both the doors wide open, and Mom's sitting in the passenger seat just screaming at him, and he's laughing his head off. That was my childhood in a nutshell.
I literally stand by the fact that I am amazed that all of you are still alive. This is just one of like, I don't even know how many stories that I have heard at this point, and I'm sure there's ones I haven't heard yet.
What doesn't kill you makes you dumber.
So this is me. And that's a range. I think that's what it's called, right?
This is gun range, yes.
And this is Joey.
Hi.
Playing with guns. And he wants to know which gun I want to shoot first. And I don't know, because I don't know what any of it means. Which one do you think will be nicest on me?
I really can't tell. Both of them should be pretty nice.
Should we show off the guns first?
Let's take them down there a little.
My heart's like, I don't even know why, but I'm glad there's nobody here.
That's part of why we came to this one. The dog got a hold of the launcher a little bit.
Kind of want to just like chuck
If
it.
you want to, go for it. See how well this will do.
It didn't break.
Yeah, it's one pretty hard for them to break.
That's lame.
Okay. So this is my grandpa's gun and my dad's first shotgun. It's absolutely tiny. It's a single shot break action 410. So we're gonna let Bonnie start off with that. I brought my cheap 12 gauge along in case we decide to use something bigger. That's a Remington 870 Express. Probably haven't shot it in 4 years at this point.
And what's its name?
That one's Bertha?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one's Bertha. My first gun was this tiny youth model Mossberg. The 20 gauge was only like this big, but it was like a police gun, so you could fit 8 shells in it. But it was tiny. Okay, so we got a little Ruger 22 pistol, a couple of magazines. So we'll probably do that at the end. So, you excited?
I'm scared. And excited. For the record, Joey did hit his first one, just in case he, fails. And he took off the hearing protection just to test out how bad it actually is.
Not bad at all. Okay, your turn. Okay, so Bunny just took her first shot. She did awesome. We did it without recording, so she'd be more comfortable. But now we're gonna do her second one. I'm actually gonna throw a pigeon. Here you go. She had her safety lesson already.
You're supposed to go.
Nope, it's good. No, pull it shut. You don't have to do it on your shoulder. You can shut it before it goes on your shoulder. There you go. Then pull the hammer back. It's a little stiff. There you go. Alright, now it's ready to fire. Okay, I'm going to try to record and throw the pigeon at the same time, which might be shaky. Say pull when you want me to throw it.
Pull.
So am I allowed to show this video to your mom?
Huh?
Am I allowed to show this video to your mom?
Sure. Where are you throwing it to?
I'm going to try to throw it straight out, but it's kind of hard with this thing.
Okay. Pull.
I think you were to the right, but it's hard to tell. Go shoot some on the ground if that's... You're obviously a natural to this. Okay, so Bunny's shooting some on the ground so she can get used to how the gun works. Whenever you're ready, go ahead. Where'd you hit right above it. Nope. Sorry if I misled you. Yeah, get so you can see that bead. That's the most important thing. You broke it. See if I can catch this one. Nope. So try to get the gun up. Try to get the gun up high enough that your cheek is actually resting on the wood. If it's up high on your shoulder, it's a small enough gun that it shouldn't hurt at all. There you go. That's better. Good stance. Is it easier to aim?
I think I nicked the top.
Yep, you broke it in half. So you probably hit it with one BB.
Yeah, it counts.
Can I shoot one? You're having fun, you don't want to let it go?
Well, you shot things before.
You're right. No, we can't use that shell. I just mashed it in the gun. That again. Unfortunately, all I have for the 12 gauge is duck loads, which are more expensive and less accurate because they're not lead, they're steel. But you can't use lead on the water.
I like that you don't have to reload after each one.
That's true.
Well, because it's like when you miss something, you want to like, I want to shoot right away again.
You can do that with this one. But I got a string stuck in it. So this one, your safety's down here. Probably should have showed you this before I loaded it, but red's fire. That's safe. You've got
It's just
one
like
in
the BB
chamber.
gun.
Yep. When I pull the slide forward, it pulls the pin back, so it's ready to fire right now. I just have to take it off of safe. This one's going to be much easier to hit the plays with because you're probably playing about 3 times the pellets, and they're much higher power loads, so they're going to go out there faster. Nailed it.
It's louder.
A little bit. Do you want to try this one or no?
How much more does it kick?
Probably about 10 times. But you can feel it afterwards. It knocks you back a little bit.
Maybe?
You don't have to.
I don't know.
Why don't we do this fun ones and then maybe finish off with this one before we scare you.
Okay. Getting cool footage. Shush your face.
So these 22 rounds are interesting. There's no primer in the center, like in a shotgun shell. There's a hammer on the side of the gun that hits the side. That's where the powder is. That's why you have to be a little more careful about dropping them. Because if you dent the side, they can go off. Okay, so handguns you have to be a lot more careful with. They're much easier to have accidents with because they're so short. It's very easy to shoot yourself in the foot because it's very easy to aim at your foot. But all the same rules still apply. They just function a little bit differently. So I've actually never shot this handgun before. My dad uses it for, again, I shouldn't say this, but illegally shooting woodpeckers off his house. Because he's got little shot rounds for it and they won't damage the house. Pull back the slide. It takes one of the rounds from the magazine and pushes it into the chamber. It also pulls back the hammer. Up is fire. It's ready to go. Fire a pistol. Put one hand on the bottom. Bring your thumbs together and put them on the side. That's your most accurate shooting position. Have one foot forward. Keep your elbows slightly bent to absorb the recoil. And line up the sights.
It's cute. It even sounds kind of cute.
Okay, so Bunny's not actually shooting at a target. She's just practicing firing the gun. Go ahead whenever you're ready. And you're empty. When the hammer stays back like, the slide stays back like that, it means you're out. There you go. All right. You just hit the camera with your shell casing.
Good.
See how fast you can empty the magazine.
Yeah.
Try it. It might jam, but it's a lot of fun. Told ya.
Your face is so cute. You're like, you're cute right now. What?
Nothing. Just smile at you being careful.
What? It's gun safety.
Yes, it is.
Which I never took.
No, you didn't. But you're doing a very good job.
I mean, I totally took it.
You don't have to for
It's only for hunting, right?
Right.
Which I
Or
find
if you want
funny.
concealed carry.
I feel like you should have to do it either way.
I think so too.
Because either way, you're handling a gun.
I'm trying to think if you have to have something for buying one. I don't think you do.
Okay. Just real quick note, even though lots of you probably will disagree with me. Not smart.
What's not smart?
Not having some kind of requirement besides
Yeah.
be this age.
Right, and that's only with. What's weird, like with handguns, you have to be 21 to have one. But you can have one at 18 with an adult or something like that. If you're hunting, you can have it younger. It's really weird. Like,
Well, you can have a drink with your parents at a bar.
Right. That might just be here, I'm not sure.
Hmm.
Like, we're allowed to make our own alcohol here. In most places, you can't do that. But
You can in Minnesota. It's the Midwest.
it's practically Wisconsin. You care if I try a couple?
That's fine. Do you see what I mean? It's a little
It's
like...
not a very accurate gun
No.
at all. You can hit the ones close, but beyond that, it's a little...
You're going just beyond it again.